Hey everyone, we're back with more Star Wars: The Old Republic. We're just talking about the old Republic when the Jedi were a thing. And actually, I only read one of the books, one of the novels, but apparently it's the novel is either the first part or takes place just before the comic, so it's like the actual beginning. Um, but there's an entire comic series dedicated to it, and I remember really liking the book, but I never really got back to going to see what the comic was like. Have any of you guys ever read the comic? Banner Hunter should have been neutral class that could go either side, and a soldier class for Imperial, as opposed to either the new Old Republic. Yeah, Jeremy, I agree with what you're saying about the bounty hunters being neutral because of the nature of being a bounty hunter, but that's too much to ask for the developers of Star Wars: The Old Republic. Yeah, I just don't see that being a thing.
Outsider, Tabfac Fra wishes to speak with you.
I'm sure he does.
The charges are detonated. Voskar is safe. The Gormak are vicious. You have strength.
For savages, the Gormak have some advanced technology.
They have guidance. Come to the Gormakos camp. There is much to discuss.
Alright. There is much to discuss, silly. Alright. We should just be able to teleport up to Camp Talanis, I think. Save us a little bit of time, maybe? Yeah, Camp Talanis, there is. Let's do that. Another good series for Star Wars, if you guys have never read it, is The Lost Tribe of the Sith. Have you ever read that series of books, silly?
No.
It's about
Maybe. No.
5 or 6 books, I think, but they're short books, like 100 to 120 pages each. Yeah, Jeremy, okay. Lost Tribe was actually a really good book series, and apparently there is a further amount of books to it, but they take place like way after episode 6. Come over here, silly. There's some quests to turn in.
Am I following you? No, follow someone else.
Oh, you found that person on the lizard like mine? Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of players here. What the fuck?
Go away, this is my game.
Exactly. Oh, hang on. Click it again.
Voskar is safe. You fought bravely. We saw the cannon. We should have struck first. The Gormak have become bold. Jokul leads them.
Who or what is Jokul?
Their most fearsome warrior. The Gormak were savages. Now they build cannons, ships. Jokul gives the Gormak purpose. They grow stronger.
Has anyone tried talking to Jokul?
The Gormak are not Voss. They understand only war. All Gormak resources went into that cannon. Gormakos is exposed. We must strike. Maid Saw will lead the commandos.
You will defeat the Gormak. Your skills seem adequate.
Guess I'll take that as a compliment.
Outsiders rarely impress.
Jokul rules from Gormakos. Their strongest stand guard.
The Gormak have many defenses.
He looks like
Commandos
Vision.
will clear a path.
While Jokul lives, the Gormak are unstoppable. He must die.
You must die.
He
That
must.
should be easy enough.
The Gormak have killed many. Do not treat this lightly. The commandos strike first. Follow the vision, outsider.
Just blue instead of red.
This
Yeah.
is our chance. Do not hesitate. Enter Gormakos. Find Jokul. Go now.
Jeremy says, one thing I do appreciate that Disney has added to the canon of Star Wars is the expansion of other Jedi survivors and Sith agents during the events of 3-6. Yeah, I really like the show Star Wars Rebels. If you haven't watched it, that ended up being really good. I'm surprised they decided to keep Darth Maul's survival a thing, but apparently they decided to go with that. But yeah, overall, I think I really like that as well, because yeah, the way a whole bunch of the Jedi Masters were just gunned down with like barely any effort in Episode 3 was a little disheartening to see.
True.
Like, yeah, okay, they all have to die. I get that, but you could have at least made them look epic. The only one who looked epic was the fucking Yoda, and he didn't die.
That's why he was epic. They weren't epic enough.
Like, Ki-Adi-Mundi just, like, walks forward, turns around, and gets shot to death. Like, you couldn't have him deflect a whole bunch, kill a few of them before finally falling? No. There's that one Jedi Master Twi'lek lady who just literally fell on the ground before they started firing, and then they started shooting her. I was like, what the fuck was that? She's like, well, I'm dead. Just... Oh, it was the dumbest thing. Alright, let's turn in this quest to Sharda.
Okay.
Iso was asking me about streaming from the Wii U the other day. Are you who he's planning to stream for?
Stolen medical supplies.
What? I don't know.
There are sick and injured. The healers will be grateful. The Gormak were many. An outsider lives. Surprising. These will go where needed.
Yeah. Like I said, Jeremy, like I get that they were supposed to die. That's fine, but you know, even caught off guard, they had the Force. It's supposed to give them some level of precognition, just a little bit, where they can, you know, not be murdered within a few seconds.
Yeah.
Like even a Sane who's not a super huge Star Wars fan watched episode 3 of this recently. It was like, that was kind of pathetic. The dark side was blinding them. I don't know if you could say we should have blinded them like when they were like literally right beside the troops to that point, though. I mean, I assume that's the excuse they're going with.
I think the idea was they didn't expect it to happen because they thought they were on the same side as them.
Yeah, definitely. All I'm saying though is that they could have made them look a little bit more epic in their struggle to survive. Except the younglings. The younglings, they didn't have a chance. Oh, what? You can click this grappling hook to go to the Gormak lens if you want.
Do we want to? Is that what we're doing?
I don't know, actually. But if we go back out here, if you look at the map, silly down there, there's another quest for us to do that requires us going into the building down there. Do you see that in the previous map?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's another different map, you know.
It leads inside to like a giant dungeon, the
You
King's
have
Hall.
a quest in here, I guess.
Yeah, my quest leads us here, so we can do this now. So we're nearby, so we may as well. But I have a feeling the main story is going to lead us here anyway, but hopefully we'll find like a place we can teleport to. There's also something, a treasure chest.
Wasn't that where you need to go in there?
There's two separate areas they need us to go, so we'll just go back to the other one. Can you get this chest too? Your character's stuck on whatever that is over there. One of the arguments, the whole distributed power, many Jedi versus concentrated power Sith, so the dark side was able to hide. Yes, that's why the rule of two was created by Darth Bane. But my primary argument is that they should still be able to see. They should still have enough ability to see an attack coming right before it happens. At least when they're in the general vicinity of it, which is what allows them to fight with droids in that so easily, and just deflect blaster bolts and stuff. So, like, I'm not saying they shouldn't have died. I absolutely agree that they should have been killed. Otherwise, the story couldn't have progressed the way it did. Did you get caught on something going through this cave? Yeah, like Yoda saw it. Mace Windu didn't, because like he was busy fighting the Emperor at the time, or just before it. But like Ki-Adi-Mundi was supposed to be a super powerful Jedi, and he just walked forth. And like I said, that one Twi'lek Jedi, she just took a step forward and fell on the ground before they even started shooting her. Like, at that point, it's like, are you even masters? Like the Jedi Knights, I could see them falling like really easily because they're not masters. But I feel like the masters, like the pinnacle of the Jedi Order should have been the ones to at least put up a fight. Why didn't Sifo Dyas order the clones to be loyal to the Jedi Council, knowing that the Jedi would always serve the Council? Well, that tells me that Sifo Dyas probably wasn't a good Jedi, like a good guy. Something tells me Sifo Dyas may have been at least a Grey Jedi or a Sith.
It's because you can't force people to do things. That wouldn't be the Jedi way, in my opinion.
True. It's also entirely possible Sifo Dyas was looking at it that way. Alright, is this where we need to be? We got a bunch of gold lilies over here.
No. Maybe? No. Yeah, there's a quest like out there, but...
That's the crash site I'm supposed to go find. Let's head over to where that Skyhopper is, Silly. You see the flight plan on the map? So that we can teleport back here after.
I don't see anything.
Oh, okay. Well,
Been here.
I only see the flight point on the map, but it's covered. Different types of power. Sifo Dyas was actually pissed drunk when he ordered the clone army. Yeah, he had a penchant for the drink. Dude, there's a lot of gold elites here. It would take a while to kill them, so let's just skip by them for now.
So we're saying that like the dark side of the Force and the light side of the Force are two entirely separate sources of energy, and therefore, if there's only two Jedi, two Sith, then their power is increased a millionfold. I don't know if I buy that.
I don't think it's increased a millionfold in that sense. I think
Not
it's
with midichlorians.
I think it's just in the sense that they don't sense the users of the dark side as much because the users of the light side overshadow it, and they're able to hide within it a lot easier. Is what they're getting at.
Right.
Also, you got to remember too. What made Emperor Palpatine so good at hiding was he actually had the ability to cloak himself from the Force. That was his special ability.
He just had one of those little creatures on his back.
Yeah. The ones from the book with the fuck's Joris Caboth.
Mm-hmm.
I like that book, by the way. What is this? Oh, apparently we're supposed to be here.
There's our
Stop there.
request there.
This is no place for outsiders. The Nightmare Lands have been since the dawn of Oz. They hold many secrets. Enter lightly, and you will be lost to madness.
Yeah, the book about Palpatine's master, the fuck was his name? Darth Plagueis. Yeah, that's a really good book too.
I've seen harsh conditions before. I won't lose my head.
Your mind is the battlefield. Rarely does the darkness lose. The mystic Kida created a ritual of cleansing. It is our only protection. If you hope to survive the Nightmare Lands, you must complete Kida's ritual.
I'm not even sure where to start.
You will need a dark crystal. Several grow in caves throughout the Nightmare Lands. Deadly Varatikai have made the caves their home. Defeat these beasts to reach the crystals. Use the crystal to cleanse the corrupted. It will trap the darkness that drives the mad.
How will I know who needs to be cleansed?
The corrupted wander blind. They will attack. Be quick. After the corrupted have been cleansed, take the crystal to the ruins nearby. Place the crystal before the ancient tablets. Meditate. You will gain Kida's wisdom. The darkness will no longer harm you.
Find the crystal, use it on the corrupted, take it to the ruins, and meditate.
Follow Kida's ritual. Only then will you be safe.
Yeah, so in the Darth Plagueis book, they kind of tell you that Because in episode 3, you know that the fuck's his name there. Hang on a sec. Crafting nightmares. Attention, outsiders and potential allies. The corrupted of the Nightmare Lands spreads. These lands are eaten by darkness. Outsiders, Imperial and Republic, ignore our warnings. They enter the Nightmare Lands. Madness eats them. Now the madmen return and build. These craftsmen create shrines. Around these shrines, the Nightmare Lands corruption devours faster. Evil drives the craftsmen to build. Voss will seek answers from the mystics. Outsiders must see the shrines and their craftsmen destroyed. Alright. And not afraid enough. Attention outsiders and potential allies. The Gormak madness grows. The Thalic tribe camps in the boneyards. These Gormak walk the Nightmare Lands without fear. They return changed. Now that the Thalic tribesmen build new machines, each one has the strength of 10. Voss commandos fight them by dozens and die. Outsiders who destroy the Thalic tribe will be rewarded. Speed is necessary. Voskar trembles. Anyway. Let's look over here. Alright, so if we head over here, so just to the other side of this camp, we can find the craftsman builders. Also, I don't know if we need to click this, but I'm going to click it just in case. Anyway, I was saying, Darth Plagueis, his book there, in episode 3 you find out that Palpatine had killed his master. Alright. You done? Oh, you know what, actually, sorry, I gotta sell stuff.
I'm level 80, so I have no more experience, but did they do away with the whole, like, getting, like, not legacy, but, like, getting, like, the bonus items thing? Is it gone now?
I guess?
Because, like,
That's
I
a
just
little
have a
sad.
black bar, and I'm like, oh.
That's a little sad. Sorry, just selling stuff real quick. What do I have these? Oh, need those. They're not gonna. Alright. Live.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
Here, dude. Have this handheld orrery. Anyway, you find out that Plagueis was killed by Palpatine. Actually, the night before he became Supreme Chancellor.
Nice.
And yes, the Revan book was really good. I really enjoyed that. I actually got my brother to read that, and he really likes it too. I haven't read the Tarkin book, but I did read the book on that Chiss dude. What was it? Mithrando. I can remember his name. Thrawn. The official Disney release, they decided they liked Thrawn so much that they were gonna bring him back in the Disney canon. And yeah, Thrawn's an official character now as well. But they didn't bring back Joris Caboth, sadly. Which did you ever read Outbound Flight, Silly?
I know about that character you're talking about.
Joris? Yeah, he was in the one book series that you talked about with the Force things on the back there. But that was just a clone of him. Where are the others? We finished one of them. Oh, there's some more over here. But in Outbound Flight's where they actually introduced him, and that's where he, the real one, the non-clone, met his end. He was met by Thrawn on the ship, and you know Thrawn's really smart when he is able to outmaneuver a Jedi.
Fight whatever this thing is.
Yes. Cleave the Wanderer. All right.
I'll watch you attack him and see if you die instantly. Oh yeah, I think that he's a boss.
All right.
Nice. Oh, he's taking damage.
He's not doing any damage to me yet. Fuck you, Cleave the Wanderer. You're not as tough as you think you are. Yet. I like how you're just like immediately ready to peace out though.
Yep.
Dude, I have this ability. Can I use it on him? I can, okay. We did it! We got an achievement. He didn't drop anything though.
Oh yeah, what's the achievement? We got a title? Probably.
Voss Vorantiki defeated. Defeat 25 Vorantiki. Oh.
What's the title that I got from that? Did it say I got a title?
I don't know. Let me see.
Rider of the Maelstrom?
I don't see one. Rider of the Maelstrom, yeah. Alright, let's go find one more of those buildy dudes. But yeah, I really like those books. I haven't read the Tarkin book. Oh, I may have read the Tarkin book, actually. Oh, there's one. Okay, they're over here. Oh. Silly. I just thought about this because, yeah. Have you, you beat all the bosses in Bloodborne, right?
Yeah.
Did you do the DLC for it?
I think so.
I never did do the DLC for it. I kept meaning to go back to it, never did. But out of the base game, which of the bosses would you say you had the most trouble with?
I mean, from like 15 years ago when I played the game?
Yeah.
That's a very good question.
I've seen a lot of people say they had the most trouble with Bloodstar Beast and Rom, the spider dude.
There were no bosses in Bloodborne that took me as many attempts as one particular boss.
Father Gasquion? Which one?
I just specifically said there are no bosses in Bloodborne that took as many attempts as a boss in Elden Ring.
Oh, and I didn't hear the Elden Ring part, sorry.
But also, no, the other guys can probably took me like 12.
I got really close to beating Gasquion the first time I fought him. And then after that, I just failed to kill him like 8 times.
I think that for us, I remember you got Bloodborne and so did I, and I think you one-shot the first like monster dude that appeared on the bridge.
Yeah, Cleric Beast.
And I one-shot Gascon.
Yeah. I got Cleric Beast pretty easily, but Gasquion, fucking horrible. The only boss I didn't beat in that game was Abredius, the Lost Star Child or whatever. The Cosmic Princess. For whatever reason, I just couldn't beat her, so I just gave up. But she's an optional boss.
How many attempts did you try?
Probably like 30.
That's not enough. That you gave up too soon.
They should make a plush for Rom. Rom the spider. Yeah, but a lot of people apparently really hate Rom, and I never had any problem with that boss. Admittedly, I only fought him the once, so maybe I just got lucky with RNG and what he chose to do, but... Yeah, I never had too much trouble with him. Bloodstar Beast is another one. I didn't have much problem with him either. He kind of was just there. He was aggressive, but I never had too much trouble with him. Weirdly enough, people...
It's interesting that you had an easy time playing, a more easy time playing Bloodborne, which was not a blocking game. But never the game you block.
Weirdly enough, too, I actually got pretty decent at parrying in that game, but I can't parry very well in Dark Souls. I don't know what it is. That said, I do like my shields. They make me happy. There you go. Assassin droid target history. Here's our last one we gotta break. A much easier to play game. Yeah. I had yeah, I didn't have too much issues with Bloodborne overall. But I also had no conditioning on how to play the game from Dark Souls either. And what I mean by that is a lot of players probably went into Bloodborne with the knowledge of how to play Dark Souls, and they don't like they got a lot of similarities, but as Silly said, there's no shield in, well, there is one shield in Bloodborne, but it doesn't function the same way. As a joke in a video I watched on Bloodborne a while back says, the only shield in Bloodborne is there to show you that there are no shields in Bloodborne. Alright, what are we heading down here for? Ah, yes, the final one. I want to piss off those dudes. Lure and defeat the craftsman leader. Okay. How do we lure him? I already blew up the table. Can you click the table? There it is. There he is.
Scratch one loser.
Alright, that's that quest done. So, let's head over to the Bone Lands, Silly, where we came into the area. We'll turn in this quest along the way. And then we will do the Horrok. There, they can be happy that we beat up the builders. So what level do I get my next point on? 78, and I learn energy absorber is good. That's right, I remember now. Silly and I were discussing before with the changes to the system in this game that how lackluster it is to get max level. Jeremy, how do you find the changes to the class system in that and talent system now that you've played through it a little? Crafting nightmares. We did it, Silly. Alright, let's go do our Horrok. So just so you know, when I first met you, you were always trying to get people to play Dark Souls. And
Yeah,
or
you say that every time that we talk about Dark Souls.
do I?
Yeah.
I'm getting Alzheimer's apparently. That's not good.
That's good. What the fuck is this? Let's fight it.
There's Zukas, and then behind him is Krakus. Alright. Well, Zukas and Krakus, let's go. Oh, they're both active. Buddy likes the way they change things. For example, if you like the way Inquisitor plays but prefer the Warrior style storyline, you can still play that way. Lies and slander. I have never done such a thing. Never ever. These guys are dropping a lot of tech fragments, but they're not that tough. How do I feel about Peanut identifying as a Gormak? I could believe it. I'm not 100% certain what a Gormak even is, but... Ah, that explains all the elites up here, Sully.
Heroic area, baby.
For some reason, the game chose to lead us through this area to get to this area in the first place.
You're as cool as me with your legs. Ow, what the fuck? I didn't even do anything.
What's my legacy level? How do I even tell that? 30.
You suck.
I'll be honest, I don't know what the legacy level even gets you. By Gormak, you mean Rancor, right? You think Peanut's like a Rancor? She's a bit of a snarling beast 98% of the time. And then 1% of the time she's tolerable. Usually while she's sleeping. Oh, these guys are actually hurting me. Ah!
Use your cooldowns.
I am.
Oh no. You almost got me though.
That's why I'm not
I'm
dead.
gonna stun one. I'm just gonna stun the Beastmaster.
They're both Beastmasters.
I'm gonna stun the lower health Beastmaster.
Okay. Ah, we did it.
Yeah, I don't have any like cooldowns. I could heal you. Like I have like an emergency heal, but it's only when I get 5 stacks or something.
No worries. We worked it out.
We should
Might as
kill
well.
the silvers first in these packs, bro.
Yeah, agreed. I'm going to shoot this dude to bring him out of the fight. Oh, I can't. Never mind. Apparently my damage is conditional. His isn't.
I have a lot of like health self-healing though. Stuff that I can help myself with.
Yeah, the NPC froze me, so I couldn't even get fight on anything.
Press G.
G.
G is your break out of stuns ability. That's what it is for me. G.
See, it would have worked, but oh, this guy's killing this thing. Alright.
Let's help him.
The Grey Collector, silly. Your favorite thing, Grey Jedi. Negranchi, how do you feel about Grey Jedi? Do you feel like they should be blue? I don't know if we have to kill these. Oh, whatever. Alright, now we gotta kill tribesmen. Alright. You think being able to be objective about both sides of the Force is awesome? Silly thinks it's silly.
Oh, I just think that when George Lucas wrote Star Wars, he wrote it with the dark side and a light side, so there should be dark side and light side. Go. But I don't just like the idea of it. I just think that if it exists, why? if it was not something that existed. I mean, no.
It's true.
I think it makes you pretty strong to be able to use like severely damaging dark side abilities and also not get the corruption. But it is cool to use lightning and stuff like that.
True.
Those guys fighting some other kind of like.
It's fighting a phallic warrior. Why did my camera just freak out? She says it's less about the choice of powers. That was a delayed death.
But the choice of powers are in there. You can use Force Lightning.
There we go. What's next? Destroy the first phallic machine. Oh, well, we're right by it. That works out.
Oh, there's our warrior.
Good, now we get to experience how long it took to kill him, but on our own, without a third person. Wow, the world just kind of fucking phased out for me and lost all its details briefly. More about the ability to understand that there is a purpose for both emotion and control. A lot of people think Qui-Gon Jinn was more of a Grey Jedi. Alright. There we go. Okay, so let's see. There's... let's go to this one over here first. I got a bunch of people in the way, though. Oh, time to fight these. Luke is essentially a Grey Jedi at the end of the movies. Obi-Wan is on the edge. Oh. So that's 3 of the, or 4 of these gold ones.
Grab them all and bring them to you.
I'm trying to target one, but my character is not doing anything. Alright. We did it. And we didn't even aggro the other dogs. Alright, this guy's back slowly. Do we want to kill him?
Yeah.
Alright. The idea of balance is supposed to imply that both the dark side and the light side should be balanced, not all of the light, none of the dark. That's a fair way to view it. So would you say that you're a Revenite? No.
It's not your time.
Jedi just took that and said, balance means all light side. I don't think it was necessarily all about being light side versus them just saying that light must mean good and dark must mean bad, so light must be what the balancing the force means. Okay. Damn grab rounds. Like how this guy loaded grab rounds and immediately started loading explosive rounds. Oh shit, I put the wrong one in. It's very skewed. Oh, more of these dogs. For the most part, when it comes to Star Wars, I find the Jedi and the Sith to be the most interesting aspect of the series. I'm less interested in most of like the more gun shooty type things. Not to say any of that's bad, but my interest lies in the laser swords and cool lightsaber duels. Light means you control and suppress your emotions. That means you give in to your emotions. True, and then, you know, there's a balance in all things is what they're pushing for. We got one more thing to do, Cillian. That's call out and defeat the chief tribesman. Why is that bad or why is that good?
I think that originally it seemed to me like the light side was about remaining calm in the face of situations that would cause you to make irrational decisions and to be angry. But it became a thing of like suppression when they had to like find a reason for the light side to do that. Potentially.
Yeah.
When they wanted to write Grey Jedi, they had to find a reason for the light side to be, and the light side has its problems. Like it is pretty blind to certain things. But
that guy didn't survive very long.
I could be wrong about that.
You target me, not that dude. I am your target. I am your opponent. Look at that.
Nice.
Yay,
That's
Brad.
0 experience. I got conquest points.
Excellent. Alright, let's see. We got the Vorantiki Nest to go to, but I gotta reset this recording, so give me a second.